Okay, next up is The Next 3 Days, and this is an eye-rollingly absurd movie, which Russell Crowe seems to get used to be doing over the years, and well, he kind of redeemed himself somewhat with State of Play. But The Next 3 Days is a new thriller written and directed by Paul Haggis, who of course directed the remarkable film Crash back 5 years ago, and he's a kind of a very good director who tries really good at drawing to the point amongst its characters. He doesn't really do that here. Now this is in many respects an old-fashioned movie, but it also amounts to kind of a cinematic, a legal activity for dummies guidebook, it seems. This is just a preposterous film that can really just sometimes be its own reward if it's done well. I mean, really, if you look at the way this is done, it just kind of, it just gets lost on you, and it gets lost on even the characters, it seems, of what's going on here. Now, The Next 3 Days, I guess you say a domestic melodrama combined with a prison escape thriller, not a good combo. This isn't so lucky of a film. It's laughably just idiotic at times, and you just think, you don't watch it and you wonder, why not? Hey, why not? And you endure it and you wonder, so why did they do that? Kind of thing. And if it didn't star Russell Crowe, it would have just been a complete waste of time. He is still a good actor, but just at times just has choosing bad movies. This kind of resembles like one of those made-for-cable movies that you used to see on TBS. So you have those low-rent action films with a couple of explosions to make it exciting, with the occasional WCW wrestler playing the bad guy, most notably Diamond Dallas Page, for those of you wrestling fans out there. But really, this is just one of those movies you land on one channel starting, this looks okay, and you watch the last 45 minutes while you're washing dishes or cooking dinner or eating dinner or just waiting for the football game to come back. It's one of those movies that just seems like what it is. Now, one extreme thing happens, then another, and you really clue into just how ludicrous it all is. Again, I understand a lot of movies like this are like that, but at the same time, though, at least attempt to draw a viable, conclusion or a viable reasoning or all the means behind it. Haggis fails to do that here, which is weird because that's exactly, he did the complete opposite with Crash. He did all of that. Now, again, when you think of somebody like him who's really good at what he does, and Russell Crowe who's good at playing these type of characters, you really want it to be better. Now, Crowe, I should explain, plays a guy named John Brennan, a Pittsburgh community college teacher whose life is upended one morning when his wife Laura, played by the always attractive and engaging Elizabeth Banks, is arrested for the murder of her, horrendous boss. The night before, she was ranting about how much she hated the soon-to-be dead woman, and so it's tough to explain away the blood on her coat and the fingerprints at the scene. But John, raising their young son alone, hopes to win Laura an appeal even after 3 years. Now, when her attorney tells him it's hopeless, John devises a plan to burst Lara out himself. He asks a repeat escapee, played by the always scene-stealing and electric Liam Neeson, who himself has been in a slump lately, but kind of makes things a little bit better in his scene here, for tips, and he asks him for tips and meticulously maps out the strategy. He then finds Lara is said to be transferred to another prison in 3 days. Uh-oh, what do we do? So yes, this is where this movie really, I guess you could say, takes its form. Now, this is kind of like I guess you could say, in a way, a remake. I've heard it's a remake of an old French thriller. I haven't seen that movie. Hopefully it'll be better than this if I ever do catch it out. Now again, Haggis made scripts, in addition to Crash, made scripts for $1 Million Baby and Casino Royale, two very, fine films. Now he cruises past some things while overemphasizing others. It's like he's got to beat the point home so much. And it's like, okay, we get it. Again, I said this before, I like it when the plot explains it better as the movie flows along. Let the dialogue flow and explain what's going on, not just one monologue scene or stuff like that. Let it explain. But we just gotta beat it into us. Like, fine, we got it. We already get this kind of thing. Like, I was sitting there rolling my eyes. And, it's like everything has to be articulated. And I don't like it when movies, I like it when movies actually pay attention to detail, but not over detail or the kind of thing, you know what I mean? But again, this is just kind of, just lost in its own mess. It seems as though, it's like when you're looking, you're playing in the mud, but all of a sudden, you're in the mud, and now what? Kind of thing, you know what I mean? Okay, it's, a little bit fun here, but also you're stuck in the mud, how do you get out? Sort of thing. It's like it's lost in its own muck. But I gotta say too, Neeson's character was so captivating. I wish to see him more. He was one of the few shining moments of this movie. And instead, we just get the stereotypically hard-bitten detectives. I'm a mean detective. I gotta be a cop. I gotta do this. Gotta say that. Gotta give the scowl every time. Can never smile. I hate that about cops in movies sometimes. I swear. Now, I gotta say, Crowe's performance. He tries. I'll give him credit. He really does try. He's doing what he can, but I think this is all like in terms of his contract, everything he needs to get out. This man has won an Oscar. This man has been nominated for a couple Oscars, or a few Oscars. He was really good. If you will go back and watch Russell Crowe, actually just a couple months ago, I was watching him in A Beautiful Mind. And he was so fantastic in that movie and really just carrying the weight of the world of what the story is trying to tell in a movie. That is what makes him such a good actor. But here he just has no weight to carry, and that's the problem. He's not carrying anything. And because he's given nothing to carry. That's my whole point. If they give him something more, this could be an engaging entertainer. Now, I like Paul Haggis too, and I really hope he steps up his game in the next movie he does. But this is just outright preposterous, and I could not believe I sat through it. Next 3 days gets only 1 star out of 5.